Here Eso. Buenos días, todo el mundo. So here we go. I'm going to just, so something to think about every time you're getting up from the floor, push down with the feet to lift and sort of making that your mantra every single time you're getting down, you're pushing into the floor through the feet. So let's start with that today. I'm going to go more like hip width apart. And I just want to feel myself push my weight against the floor. And as I'm doing this, the little muscles in your feet hopefully are going to start to kind of activate. You can feel that through the toe, the ball, the heel. So you feel that connection. Good, right and left. And this is less a sway of the hips and more just taking the weight into one leg than the other. It feels like fun. You can extend the opposite arm here. So as you're kind of pushing up against the floor, keeping the torso steady, and kind of waking up your shoulders. Excellent. And now let the opposite, you're going to do opposite arm and leg, but now that arm is pushing out, out. Good. And you can kind of press as though the hand were going into a wall. A big stretch, big stretch. Good. And now let's try anchoring both feet into the floor. Reach your thighs back. Now press the palms into each other as you come to stand tall. Reach the thighs back. Come and press in. Reach your thighs back. Come and press in. Good. So again, just moving the blood. So now I'm going to pause, create a little undulation through my spine. Arms reach forward, undulate through the spine. Coming up, arms forward, undulate and in. Arms forward, undulate and in. Arms forward, undulate and in. Let's hold on here for a moment, and I want you to just move the weight once again, side to side, through the feet. Good. So the torso, shoulders, ribs stay lined up, and we're just down a little lower. Good. Okay, so now let's inhale, take your two arms up, bring the feet sitting bone apart. Exhale, float the arms down, and then your chin over one shoulder, chin over the other shoulder. Inhale, take the two arms up, the heels down. Exhale, reverse, so brazos abajo, talones arriba. And now you'll let your chin move up, the chin move down, back to neutral. Exhale, heels down, arms up, inhale. And again, pull in at the front of the rib cage. And now, while you're here with the heels lifted, go ahead and roll the shoulders just a few times. Good. And then let that come the other way. You want to feel the heels stay right in line with the sits bones. Good. And then let's inhale. Take your two heels down, two arms up, and twist. So remember, when you twist here, you're going to feel that the knees, your rodillas, están paralelas. You're going to keep them parallel. Move the hips back and twist in the ribs. Giramos por las costillas. Good. If you want to add a little back bend as you come up, maybe taking your gaze to your thumbs, and then exhale, crossing the midline. Inhale up. Exhale, gaze over, cross. Inhaling up. And exhale, finding a twist. Inhaling up. And exhale, twisting once again. This time we'll inhale, come up. Exhale, twist. So I'm twisted to my right. I'm going to lift. I've twisted to my left. I'm going to lift my right heel. And then see about pulling the whole foot off of the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Inhale, coming all the way up. I'm going to exhale now, take my elbow. So this is my codo izquierdo hacia el muslo derecho. So your left elbow to the right thigh with the heel. And if this all feels like too much, just keep the heel lifted for now. Maybe the ball of the foot and the toe for 10, 9, 8, 7. Big wake up in that hamstring in the arch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Open across the chest. Try that again. Sweep of the arms up, opening in the chest. Inhale, this time hold the arms up. And then let's exhale, lift your left knee and then open and close just at the hip bone. So the femur reaches out, the femur pulls back in. We'll go out and in, out and in. Good. Exhale, set it down. Big reach up. Exhale, pull elbows into the sides. Lift now the right leg. Open and close. And then again, pay attention to your hip. Open, close, open, close, open, and close. Set the leg down, and I'm going to try. So you're going to reach your arms across the body and back up through your center. Reach the arms across the body so you're waking up your obliques. Reach the hips and in. Reach the hip and in. Now I'm going to reach and sweep the body all the way around. So reach to the side, hips go the other way, sweep all the way around and up. Good. Inhale and exhale, reaching up one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweeping all the way around. Turn the heels in, toes out. Move the thighs down and up. Thighs moving down and up. Muslos afuera y abajo. And now arms arriba, abierto y abajo. And so again, just keep that sense of blood flow. Good. And we're going to pause down here and through your left arm, right heel, press, press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pause. Opposite side. It's the heel and the palm. Reach out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lift two heels, palms together, pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7. So this is from the thighs down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, heels in. And now I'm going to turn my weight towards my right side. And we're going to rock some weight forward and back through the feet. So again, don't worry about how fast, how many. Just feel the weight move through the feet, toe ball heel, while you're more or less keeping your head above your tailbone. Good and good. Again, just thinking about this as activating, finding blood flow. 2 and 1. So let's pause now and just press your front foot. So I want you to feel yourself spring off of the floor. Good. Through the muscles, through the whole foot there. 2 and 1. Good. Now hold that weight steady. And then the back leg, we're just going to lift it down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bend it, straighten the knee. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to set that foot down, toe ball heel, get a big stretch. Inhale, reach your hips back, your head forward, where the whole spine stretches forward. Exhale, stack tall. Try that again. Reaching arms out as the hips reach back. Exhale, stacking tall. One more time. Reaching out, and I'm going to take my right arm behind me, take my gaze towards it. Back to the center, left arm behind me, take my gaze towards it. Good. Try that a couple more times. Reach and center, reach and center, reach and center, and reach. So now I'm following that gaze. I'm going to pivot myself towards my other foot, and again, take that rocking action through the feet. So it's toe ball heel, toe ball heel, toe ball heel, and again, press through the floor. Empujamos por el piso to find that power in your legs through the feet. Good. Down and up, down and up. Press and press again. Feeling yourself moving the blood. You can open and close the arms. That helps you find your movement more precise. 2 and 1. Good. So now through the front foot, just spring, push and lift, push and lift. When you feel the heel come, or the knee come right over the heel, push back, push back, push back, push back. Now pause, hold here for just a moment, gathering that weight in the foot, hip bones facing forward, a long spine. Now we'll pick up the back foot, lift and lower, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold, bend and straighten, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Setting that foot down, toe, ball, heel, and you'll line up the hips once again, take the arms up. Good, and we'll stretch your spine forward and the hips back and into the center. Arms up, spine stretches forward all the way and back to the center. One more time, all the way out. Long spine, and I'm going to reach, look behind me towards my right arm. Inhale, center. Reach towards the left. Good, inhale. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. And exhale, twist. Good. I'm going to hold my gaze towards that back hand, pivot, and open once again. So I've externally rotated my legs, and I'm just going to rock the weight in and out, in and out, in and out. Good. So now turn the left toes in, the right toes out, bend that knee, and the arms are going to lower as the knee straightens. So feel each time when you come through the center that your hip bones are even. The rib cage is dropping down, top of the head, right over the tail. Good. The kneecap should move out towards the pinky toe. Good. 2 and 1. Let's hold with the arms out, float down and up a few times through the elbows. So this is feeling, should feel like deltoids, tricep, bicep. Deltoids, tricep, bicep. Deltoids, tricep, bicep. Good. Now hold the arms floating in space. And then I want you with that bent foot or bent knee, roll ball to heel, ball to heel, ball to heel. Hold a little deeper. Good. Breathe, reach one rib cage over and back, reach the other rib cage and back, reaching over and back, reaching over and back, reaching over and back, reaching over and back. Pause in the center, turn those toes in. Let's try that on the other side. So same thing, begin with the knee. Knee comes over the heel, and then you push back, and you want to feel that the 2 hip bones stay facing forward. So what we don't want is a rotation of the opposite hip towards the knee while you're bending. Good. Out and back, out and back, out and back. Good. Hold. Now with just your arms. So again, make them heavy by lift deltoids, triceps, biceps. Good. So float through the elbows. A couple times here. Should feel like some work. Good. 2 and 1. Now hold. Now we're going to roll ball to heel, ball to heel, ball to heel through that bent knee. 2 and 1. Now stretch, reach over and reach away. Stretch, reaching over and reaching away. Stretch, reaching over and away. Good. Over and away. Last time. Over and away. Good. Let's turn all the toes in. Gather the feet there into the floor. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, extend the sternum forward. Take a little stretch. Maybe walk the hands out slightly from your head, and we'll bend and straighten a few times again. Just thinking about keeping that blood moving through the body on a cold jueves, on a cold Thursday. Muy bien, doblando, estirando cada pierna. Good. And then I'm going to exhale, bend both knees, let my sternum come up, move the hips back, get a big stretch, and pushing into the feet. One more time. Exhale, step it to the back of your mat. This is my right side. facing in. Take your hands for a moment to the hips. One knee forward, so this is my right knee, and then I'm going to push the ball of the foot into the floor as I pull up through my hip flexor on the opposite side. Pulling one leg up as the other one bends, and change. Inhale and exhale, change. Inhale and exhale, change. Exhale, change. Exhale, change. Good. 2 heels down, take 2 arms forward, scoop in at the belly, lift 2 heels, pull the elbows in. Bueno, brazos afuera, talones abajo y arriba. Good. Talones abajo, brazos afuera y arriba. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold the elbows in, codos a tu lado. Now down 2, 3, up 2, 3 with the heels lifted. Let's try about 4 of those. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Abajo, 2, 1 y arriba, 2, 3. Abajo, 2, 1. Arriba, 2, 3. Last time. Abajo, 2, 1. Good. Arriba, 2, 3. Setting the heels down, taking the 2 arms up. Big, long stretch out. Good. And then from here, let the palms plant. Shake the head. No. Bueno, negando con la cabeza, asintiendo con la cabeza. So now, saying yes por la cabeza. Now I'm going to look all the way up, send my spine out, walk my right hand, pull the left arm up. So I want you to feel that power as you push back through this hand. And in fact, everybody try that just a couple times. Push back. Push back. I got my left hand on my collarbones. Push back. The left hand walks out un poco más. La mano izquierda un poco más afuera. Now my right hand to my collarbones. Push back with that arm. Back, back, back through that hand. Thumb and index finger even into the floor. Pushing back. Good. Right hand out a little bit more. Right hand, left hand to the collarbone. La mano izquierda hacia la clavícula. Now reach that out un hair más, un poquito más. Good. And then I get 2 hands all the way out. And from here, I'm just going to raise my right leg, doblando la rodilla, lift it a little bit higher, and then I'll push that foot into the floor, turn the back toes out. Everybody pause with your hands slightly above the floor. Reach your right hip back, back, back as you come to bring the body up. Big stretch, warrior 1, estirando muy bien. And then from here, I'm going to take a breath as I take opposite elbow towards my rib cage. Good. Push down with that elbow to lift the sternum up. Good. Continue to move this hip bone back, back, back to balance the pelvis. Then I'm going to slide this hand in, take the opposite arm overhead, Utthita Hasta Parsvottanasana, or Parvrita Parsvottanasana, and then hand back to the hip. Lengthen this leg. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. And then from here, I'll take my 2 hands out. Lift the back heel into the air. So through the thigh, both thighs, we're creating an energetic opposition, feeling that power through your quadriceps. Good. And then if it feels nice, you can bend that knee up top. Good. Maybe take opposite hand to foot. I don't know. See how that feels. And then if you'd like, find yourself standing, standing, standing. Exhale, step into it, release, and then rock the weight side to side. Let's get ready to do that on the other side. So we'll just walk it out the other way. But take a moment to move your bones and to release whatever tension, stress might have put on ourselves to try that sequence. Muy bien, hands here at the hips. Left knee out, pull the right femur up. All these little engagements really help you build yoga poses long term. So being able to feel this right femur pulling up into the hip socket as you push the heel down, that's what we want. Esto es lo que queremos. Now reversing that. So now the left heel, how deep can you take it into the floor? You'll probably notice one side stronger. Certainly my right side is stronger. Exhale, change, feel that connection. Left side, give it everything you got, wake it up. So I'm just creating a lot of tremble, even here, just with that one engagement. Good. Exhale. Feel those sits bones. Stay anchored, spine long, and then really connect into that glute and hamstring. Good. So now, 2 arms out, squeeze and lift. Open the chest. So you feel those back muscles engage. Inhale, reach up. Open the chest as we lift. Good. Reaching out. Opening, pulling center. One more time. Reaching out. Exhale, hold. We're going to come down, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3. Take it down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Last time. Down, 2, 3, and up. Set the heels down. Arms coming up. Big stretch, lengthen forward. Good. So now shake your head, negamos con la cabeza, and make sure you haven't hyperextended your knees. So soften the knees, lift the femur bones up, really feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Good. Now from there, inhale, mira arriba. Take your left hand out, push back with that hand, right hand at the heart. So you feel the clavicle stays open, and you really start working those muscles in the arm. Exhale, right hand out, left hand to your clavicula, push back with that hand, opening in your armpit, waking up that sensation. Good. Left hand out, press back, press back, press back. Right hand, left hand here, press back, press back, press back. And now we've got 2 hands up, melting the head once again. Reach the thigh bones away. And then exhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee. Vamos a poner el pie detrás de la mano, so put your foot behind the hand. Press both feet into the floor, rising up, 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 up through that long back leg. Palms can come together. Breathe here. Respirando. So I want you to notice, you all, can you see my knee bent on the back leg? I want you to lift it, reach it. Good. And then from here, I'm going to take opposite elbow. Keep the hips moving back, back, back. Good. And a big, big stretch. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to take that top arm overhead, Parvrita Parsvottanasana. I'm finding that extension through the top pinky and the bottom pinky toe, that back pinky toe. Link through the whole body. Hand here back to the hip. And then opposite hand to ankle, Parivrita Trikonasana. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Feel that into the outside. That front leg. Through your pantorrilla, through your calf. Good. Now I'll take that top arm up. Walk my hands out just a hair. Good. And then from here, I'm going to pull weight into my front foot as I lift my back heel up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. So again, wake up your quadricep. Wake up the hamstrings. By really powerfully engaging your legs here. Then let's bend the back knee, opposite hand to foot. Now you can play with this or not, just come to standing. And exhale, release. Good, dance it out. And we're going to stay facing this direction because we're going to do externally rotated hips. All right, so now reach your thighs back, your arms out. Undulate the spine and lift. Thighs back, undulate the spine and lift. Thighs back, undulating the spine and lifting. One more time. Thighs back, undulate. Now hold that tailbone reaching down, arms up. And in front of the ribs, drawing deep. Exhale, find a flat back. Place the palms on the floor on either side of your 2 front feet. Step your feet back. Let the elbows or the knees move down and pull the elbows in and back. And let's go. 5 and up, 4 and up, 3 and up, 2 and up, 1. Hips lift. Tail in the air. Now the right leg's going to lift again and bend the knee and open the knee. Right, you can stay here, or if your body's like, sure, try to flip the dog by letting that top foot come down on the outside. Good. And now from here, I'm going to place that foot right behind my front hand. I'm going to spiral the arms and bring myself up, warrior two. Good. So take a big breath here. Once again, check in with your wrists. So important on these cold mornings. Get that blood flow. Keep it going. 2 and 1. Good. So now I'm going to exhale. Take opposite hand to hip. Top arm over my ear. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, come right back up. Now this same hand to ankle. Go push, resist. Top arm over the ear. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Now hand to the hip. And I'm going to extend my leg there. So I feel a stretch from the big toe base joint up into the inner thigh. Good. And this is a little Trikonasana. Notice you haven't thrown the hips back, but we're letting them move forward and the head move back. Muy bien. La cabeza adelante. Or bueno, las caderas adelante, la cabeza atrás. Good. Mano aquí en la cadera otra vez. Hand to the hip once again. Bend the back knee, step it in. Take your right hand out, one foot. And now lift the left leg up, 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 up. Good. So again, find that energetic opposition between the two legs. And let that be the focus of your pose for a while. Just live with the legs. Heel over the sits bone, big toe base joint anchored. Good. And then we're going to exhale. Set that down. Take the two arms to the inside of that. Bottom arm to the inside of the leg. Top arm to the outside. And you can just fold here for a moment. It might just feel nice to be here. Or once again, you step the back foot in, 2 feet. Gather your weight on that side. And then see about finding a lift. And see about extending the leg. Doesn't have to be perfect. Something to try. Okay, let's go to the other side of the mat and vamos a intentarlo aquí. So now I'm going to take 2 arms up. Big stretch, tailbone down, navel in. Good. And then from here, I'm going to reach the thighs back, undulate and lift. Thighs back, undulate the spine and lift. Good. Move the blood there through your body. One more time. And then let's inhale, hold. Exhale, take a long forward bend. Inhale, shaking your head no. Nodding yes. Let's inhale, look all the way up. Stepping the feet back, right and left. Now the knees moving in, elbows move to the sides. Let's go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Exhale, lift the hips high. And from here, the left leg can lift, the knee can bend. And then we'll use that energy to open the hip, open the hip. And from there, exhale, maybe float it over. I don't know. If you feel like finding that dog flip this morning, exhale, bring the leg right back over. And then we're going to place the foot behind the hand. Lift as you push through the 2 feet. Warrior 2. Circle the wrists. Circle the other way. Elbows down and up. Good. So you can keep that blood flow. Good. So now I'm going to come stretch over towards that leg. Top arm overhead. As I move the opposite hip back. Inhale back up nice and tall. And then exhale, this same hand moves down. Top arm over the ear. Big stretch. Good. Keep that sense of heel to hamstring connection on both legs. Top hand back to the hip. Mano aquí en la cadera. Estiramos. So now you're going to stretch that front leg. Top arm up. Respirando, respirando. Muy, muy, muy bien. And then from here, we'll take that top hand back to the hip. Bend the knees. Walk the foot out just a hair. Walk the front Hand out just a hair, the back foot in just a bit. Line up the thumb, your pulgar con tu dedito chiquito. And then you're going to exhale, lift the leg, feel the inner thigh, outer hip, and then work to find that long connection between your two legs here. Maybe the top arm up, but really focus on the legs. And exhale, we'll set the top leg down gently. Bottom arm wraps to the inside of the front leg. Top arm goes around. You could just be here, or you could take the back foot in just a little, and then see about finding the weight on the leg. And then maybe extending. And then releasing, letting all of that go. And once again, just float the arms. Steady, easy, even. Good. And let's try a couple little upright balances. So let's try this. To begin, take your left heel, lift it, open the leg, and just place the foot on the right shin. So I want you to feel the heel and the big toe base joint on the left foot. Press into the shin bone on the right as the inner thigh and outer hip work to support you there on the standing leg. And exhale, release, just let that go. So again, giving just sometimes all of your attention to your legs might yield a little discovery, a little revelation. So now set the weight into your left foot, lift the right heel, open. No, we're not going to take the hip with the femur, but instead keep the hip bone balanced. Foot to the shin, feel the heel, feel the big toe base joint that activates the arch on your right foot, which activates the inner thigh. Exhale, set it down, and then again, just kind of dance, release, opening a leg, stepping it in. Good. So now I'm going to take my right foot, press it deep into the floor, lift and open my left side, and then place my ankle there on the right thigh. Take my arms up, and then exhale, potentially fold to the floor. This might not be the phase of the pose you're most interested in, but you could give it a try. Good. There's an arm on your back kind of version of this. Good. And then when you feel ready, you just push once again into that right foot. Find the balance. Exhale, release, and lift. And again, light, light, light through the legs. Good. Float, float, float. Flotando por los pies. Good. So now we'll try that on the other side. I'm going to land toe ball heel with the left. Lift the right. Open. Maybe put the foot there, the ankle on the thigh. Maybe take my two arms up. Maybe press so deeply between the ankle and the thigh that you can really just feel yourself float, float, float into the floor, so that that point of contact becomes a place of stability. And so este contacto por los huesos se hace una sitio de seguridad. And then I'm going to push once again through my left foot to find that connection into my hamstring, which may or may not go perfectly every time. Exhale, set that down. But that's the idea. So again, nice and light through the bones. Set your left foot down. Your right foot into the floor. Lift the left, maybe find the big toe. And drop that right sitting bone. Feel the bones of the pelvis balance. And then vamos a extender. We'll stretch and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aquí abajo otra vez. Good. Light through the feet. Light through the feet. Vamos a intentarlo otro lado. I'll try it on the other side. So hand up, hand to foot. Push down through the left side. Balance the bones of the pelvis. Extend through the knee. Bend the knee. Exhale, release, let that go. We'll try that leg to the side. And so right foot anchors into the floor, open the knee. Hand now could move to the outside edge of the foot. And we'll exhale, extend. Good. Release and lower. Same thing, opposite side. So we'll push left side down, toe ball heel. Open the right knee, hand to the outside of the foot. And then vamos a extender. Bending the knee, releasing, and coming down slowly. So now let's put a little blanket in the center of your mat. And just for fun, can we come to lying on the belly without using our hands? Vamos a ver. So this is my right side. My lado derecho, I'm going to lower. Okay, I'm going to choose to set my left hip down, come to my elbows, and let my hips now anchor into the floor. So start here for a moment. I'm interested in really waking up your back muscles before we do a little practice of headstand. So I'm just bending and straightening one knee then the other. And then from here, I'm going to push my 10 toes into the floor, take my tailbone down, my belly button in, and just lift for a moment. Up, 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 up. Good. Maybe chin over one shoulder, chin over the other shoulder. Exhale, release. Now your palms for a moment just under your shoulders. Then we're going to exhale, lift your two legs up. Breathe into that. So again, tailbone anchors. Good. You can bend both knees. Release them down. Exhale. So now I'm going to lift my sternum. Then lift my two arms. Rotate, pull my spine up, but keep my toes and hips down. Exhale, twist the other way. Very nice. Inhale here. Bend both knees, hands to your ankles if you'd like. Lift, lift, lift. And perhaps roll to the side. Inhale, moving through the center, perhaps rolling to the other side. Inhale into the center. Exhale, extend two legs, two arms, breathe. And then palms for a moment, right back under the shoulders. Pull the forearms into the floor. Move your rib cage up so the rib cage isn't dropping. Curl your 10 toes underneath you. Lift just the hips for a moment and elongate your spine. So a lot of times we drop the head and round the upper back, and that's not going to engage the abdominals. So you've got to really pull your head up. Good, just like a little baby. And get the round out of the back, lengthen the back. Good, now lift the knees and hold that same sense of fierce power there in the abdominals. Good, I'm going to send my knees into the floor, walk my weight back, then take a big stretch, kind of open my chest, abriendo el pecho. Good. And then from here, let's see, can we try bringing your forearms to the floor and press your palms in? So remember, you don't have to do a headstand this morning, but maybe you want to practice all of these things, or maybe you just want to do a forearm plank while we practice taking your head down and then walking your tailbone up and really anchor those forearms into the floor. And then maybe you lift the legs. Good, maybe you send those heels to the sky like you press them into the floor. then you can bend the knees. Bring them down. Press into the feet. Take a stretch. Everybody release your neck. Vamos a relajar aquí el cuello. And then we've been having fun taking a little moment to practice Pakasana. So again, none of these things have to be perfect or complete, but maybe just see where this practice meets you today. So I'm going to press my two palms just into the floor, slightly beyond my head. I'm going to bend the knees and then try to put my knees in my armpits, right? So if this is all you did today, hands on the floor, bend the knees, try to stick the knees into armpits, then the next thing you would do is try to lift your head and drop your tailbone, and then pitch some weight forward as you squeeze the heels together. Breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down gently. Let's do this. Stretch your hands. Now under your feet. Shake the head. No. Nod it. Yes. Muy bien. Let's look up. I'm now going to take two hands to the right side of my mat. Let my left hip come down. And then, sorry if I sound distracted. I hear the baby waking up in the other room. So hopefully somebody else is listening for her. I think we're good. All right, so now take a second to sit tall. We're going to wake up the abdominals. Put your hands here at the fronts of the thighs. Manos aquí en tus muslos. And then I'm going to stretch and reach up. So reach my spine forward, pull in at the belly, and now just slight round, but that round happens from the front of the rib cage, not from the back. So try that with me. So the slight round comes from here, you pull into the belly, and then I just want you to push left hand to thigh, breathe. Good. Exhale, release. Rib cage moves forward. And then up. Rib cage moves in. You'll reach back. Breathe. Inhale. Sit it up nice and tall. Reach the rib cage forward. And now scoop into the front of the ribs. Lift two legs. Pull the weight into the sits bones. Press thighs to hands. Hands to thigh. Breathe. Now hands to the inner thighs, and you're going to pull the shoulder blades together, the elbows slightly wide, and feel that firming inner thighs. Breathe. Now exhale, soles of the feet together. Come stretch forward for a moment. Now we'll take two hands to the outsides of the feet, tip the weight into the sits bones. So instead of letting that rib cage, you see what happens if I drop my rib cage back? But if I can pull it in, pull it long, and then extend my legs, I've got force kind of from both sides supporting me here. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. From here, take your 2 feet together and really stretch your heels away. And again, try to resist dropping the ribs, but pull them up and toward you. Good. And then once again, we'll just let the feet come into the floor. Extend long, pull the palms into the floor, back behind you, push the heels down. Parvattanasana, big stretch up. And then we'll exhale, bring the sits bones down slightly in front of your blanket. And then I'm going to slowly, slowly, slowly let my torso move down, down, down. Good. Exhale. Palms into the floor here. And then I'm going to just exhale, draw my knees over my chest for a moment. So everybody, begin your Sarvangasana practice here. So the knees over your chest. Feel the front of the hips release, release as they stretch. Long spine. And then let's push your toe ball heels kind of into the floor. Ankles. I'm going to take my hands, let my fingertips graze my ankles. And then push, push down to lift the tailbone up. Walk the shoulder blades together. And let the pelvis rise up evenly. Good. Now I'm going to exhale, set that down. Send 2 heels to the sky. Press down with my arms to let the pelvis come up. And then take a moment, let the back, it's okay, the back move slightly back here. So you're letting the back round a little bit. And you're taking the weight out of the neck. I'm going to push my hips here, hands into my hips into my hands, and then let the pelvis begin to float up. So again, no pressure on my neck. And then let the legs lift. From here, can you move the 2 thighs back so you feel your quadriceps and hamstrings helping you hold the legs up? And then I'm going to see about bringing my hands down my back and letting them rest at the rib cage. As I again keep those legs engaged. And from here, just slowly allow that to release. And slowly allow my legs to float down. Good. And then let's press your elbows. Empujamos los codos en el piso. And then coming onto the top of the head. Let the front of the throat stretch, release. Maybe extend the 2 legs. Maybe set them down. And then from here, I'm going to slowly let the top of my head come into the floor for a moment. And now let's see, can you push your feet into the floor? Take the 2 arms up. I'm going to press the palms. I'm going to let the wrists, fingers stretch back towards my shoulders. Los dedos hacia los hombros. And then I'm going to lightly push right, left. Feel your core engage. Right, left feet into the floor. And then toe ball heel. Push the feet down. Lift the pelvis. Lift the pelvis. Lift the pelvis. Now hold. Push right, left with your palms. So really feel that connection. And then the head lifts. And then from there, I'll extend and breathe. Maybe 5 or 10 breaths here. Good. Then we'll exhale, set that down slowly. You can rest on the head. Let it all come down. So now I'm going to cross right leg over the left. Take my legs to the left, mi vista hacia la derecha. Your gaze to the right. Respirando muy profundo otra vez. Muy profundamente. And then subimos las piernas otra vez. I'll change the cross. And then set the legs hacia la derecha, la vista hacia la izquierda. So legs to the right, gaze to the left. Muy bien. From here, now just 2 legs up. And then you can take the soles of the feet together, kind of rock the hips a little bit. Set los piecitos en el piso, set the feet down. And let's let the legs open up. Open the arms. Y vamos a respirar un ratito aquí. Let's just rest for a moment here. Oh, with everything we have to do today, with all the disruption, the weather, con el tiempo, vamos a tomar 5 respiraciones. Let's just take 5 breaths, quite literally to clear the air, aclarar el aire dentro de los pulmones. And then vamos a manejar un poco los dedos de las manos, dedos del pie. And then estiramos grandes, you're taking a big stretch. And then pull the knees over the chest. And we'll turn to one side. Come up. Find ourselves sentados. Good. With las palmas juntas. Bajando la cabeza, cerrando los ojos. Your practice is a gift. Tu práctica es un regalo. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you oh so much and enjoy your day. Namaste.